Okay. Can I ask you what you're doing? What is your purpose videotaping a military installation? Stand by.
Are you detaining me when you say stand by?
Yes, sir. Just stay right here.
Oh, you are detaining me?
You have any ID on you?
I'm not going to answer that, sir.
You have to answer that, sir. I need to identify. I need to find out who are you. You own military property, sir.
Sorry?
You own military property. I need to
No, I'm
identify
not. See that sign right there? The fence line marks the boundary of a U.S. Army installation.
For our safety in New York, I need you to put that camera down. We'll do a quick search. Make sure you got no weapons on you. Just go ahead and put the camera down. What's this?
Please don't reach into my pocket.
What is this?
It's a wallet. Please don't reach into my pocket.
What's this?
That's a phone.
What's up, everyone? We are heading to Arlington, Virginia at approximately 4:13 p.m., where a peaceful afternoon quickly turned into a high-stakes legal showdown. These officers went way too far when they demanded ID from a man legally filming on a public sidewalk. Today's footage comes from Justice for All, a channel doing incredible work for civil rights. The tension here is off the charts. Will he cave to their demands, or will he stand his ground? Do me a huge favor. Go subscribe to Justice for All via the link in the description and let them know I sent you. You are definitely going to have some strong opinions about this one.
Okay, sir.
Nothing I need help with, thanks.
Okay. Can I ask you what you're doing?
What does it look like I'm doing?
Okay. What is your purpose videotaping a military installation?
Do you need to know that?
Yeah.
Why is that?
Suspicious activity.
All right, is that a misdemeanor or a felony?
All right. Stand by.
Are you detaining me when you say stand by?
Say again?
Are you detaining me when you say stand by?
Yes, sir. Just stay right here.
Oh, you are detaining me?
Yes, so we can further have an investigation.
I'm just reaching for my phone, nothing else.
Under Terry v. Ohio, police must have reasonable articulable suspicion, RAS, that a crime has been, is being, or is about to be committed to justify a detention. Mere suspicious activity without a specific underlying crime is insufficient to legally strip a citizen of their liberty on a public sidewalk.
Well, it might be because I'm surrounded by people with guns.
You have any ID on you?
I'm not going to answer that.
Do you have a driver's license, sir?
I'm not going to answer that, sir.
You have to answer that, sir. I need to identify. I need to find out who are you.
You don't. I'm on the public sidewalk, and so unless you have reasonable articulable suspicion that I have committed, am committing, or about to commit a crime, then you don't need my identity.
You own military property, sir.
Sorry?
You own military property. I need to identify.
No, I'm not. See that sign right there? The fence line marks the boundary of a U.S. Army installation.
Sir.
I'm not past the fence line.
I'm trying to help you out, sir. Can I get your driver's?
No, sir, you can't.
The officer demands ID while the citizen is on a Virginia public sidewalk, a state with no stop and identify statute absent criminal suspicion. Forcing identification here suggests a Fourth Amendment violation regarding individual liberty.
For our safety in New York, I need you to put that camera down. We'll do a quick search. Make sure you got no weapons on you. Just go ahead and put the camera down.
Sir, I don't consent to a search.
You don't have to. That's not your option. It's for my safety and yours. You're being detained right now, so I have to check to make sure you have any weapons. So put the camera down. You can still film.
You can do a Terry frisk, but you understand the limits of a Terry frisk, right?
Sorry,
I just need you to...
Sir, put the camera
okay, so you're not going to reach into any of my pockets?
Sir, put the camera right there.
You're not going to reach into any of my pockets?
Your pockets. Put it right there. Put the stuff there. You sure need medical help? You're shaking pretty bad, sir.
Oh, it might be because I'm surrounded by people with guns.
All right, go ahead, take that water bottle out your pocket. All right, have anything in your pockets gonna poke me, stick me, or blow me up?
No. Keys in the left pocket, but that, I don't think... Yeah, right. Just you asked if there's anything that'll poke me.
All right.
Yeah.
Keys?
Yep.
All right. Anything in back pocket?
Please don't reach into any of my wallets.
What's this?
Please don't reach into my pocket.
What is this?
It's a wallet. Please don't reach into my pocket.
What's this?
That's a phone.
You sure for me? All right,
You're really lifting my shirt up in public?
Yeah. I had to make sure you had no weapon.
That's not part of a Terry frisk, sir. That's a piece of cardboard to hold up my camera here.
Okay.
The Fourth Amendment protects against unreasonable searches and seizures. A Terry frisk is strictly limited to a pat-down of outer clothing for weapons to ensure officer safety, and officers cannot legally search pockets or wallets without a warrant or probable cause during this brief encounter.
So there is a congressional letter that is out. I'm pretty sure you don't know which one I'm talking about. The congressional letter states that you can take pictures and video of a building structure and architect. However, you cannot take video or picture of a building access control point or an access control point to a military installation. And what this is an access control point to a military installation. Now, however, with that being said, you can take video of the fence line, which is a structure.
Right.
You can take pictures over here of a structure, which is a wall, which is a structure. However, the report is that you're taking video of a access control point, which is against the congressional letter that is out. You
All right.
understand where I'm
So
coming from?
a congressional letter is not a piece of legislation, correct?
Yes, it is, because it is allowing the general public to take video and photo of a building, structure, and architect.
Okay.
However, when it comes to access control point, which is a security measure, you cannot take video or pictures of a security measure. And that's what the letter is saying.
Officers often cite internal policies or congressional letters to intimidate citizens, but these do not supersede the First Amendment right to record in public. The Department of Homeland Security, DHS, 2018 memo explicitly confirms that the public has the right to photograph and film federal facilities from a public vantage point.
Okay.
And do you have reasonable articulable suspicion I have committed and committing or about to commit a crime?
At this time, no.
Okay, then I'm not going to identify myself. It's a department. Your police department illegally detained me for over 35 minutes with no reasonable articulable suspicion I had committed, was committing, or was about to commit a crime. That's what I'm telling you.
Okay.
The detective's admission that there was no reasonable articulable suspicion, RAS, at the time of detention potentially opens the door for a civil rights lawsuit under 42 U.S. Code Section 1983. When law enforcement detains an individual for 35 minutes without legal justification, they violate the core protections of the Constitution. The footage we just witnessed is a stark reminder. A badge is not a license to rewrite the Constitution. When you understand the law, you stop being a victim of intimidation and start being a defender of liberty. In this country, freedom isn't something you ask permission for, it is something you exercise. If you have ever been pressured to surrender your rights or felt the sting of an illegal ID demand, share your story in the comments below. Knowledge is our only defense. Subscribe to stay informed and never be caught off guard again. This is ID Refusal Cam. Stand your ground, stay peaceful, and remember, your rights are the only weapon you need. See you in the next one.